Hi, everybody. My name is Heather Brooks. I'm with eXp Seniors Network Group, and welcome to Mastermind Tuesdays. I want to thank you for all coming here. Here's just a quick little statistic about the senior market. Every day in the US, 10,000 people turn 65, and the number of older adults will more than likely double over the next several decades to top 88 million. They represent 20% of the population by 2050. So marketing to them, video marketing to them, is going to be really important. Here today, I have my man, Jerome Lewis. Jerome Lewis is here talking video marketing, simple, easy to do. I don't know if anybody's seen Beth Ellen's video that he dropped on our page. If you haven't, go check it out. It's great. Simple, easy. Beth Ellen was telling me all about it. It's very easy to do. So Jerome is live from Philly. I'm going to let him take it away and tell us about everything.
Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. So what I normally like to do during these presentations is I like to introduce myself. So I want to take you to a quick 3 to 5 minute introduction of who I am. I'm going to present and I'm going to show you some videos. And by the end of this class, as long as you're not a scaredy cat, you should be able to get out there and do some video. And then I talked about a bonus. A lot of people like to ask for the slides, so I'm going to tell you how you can get the slides too. I got some awesome resources that you're going to see embedded and linked within those slides. I'm going to tell you how you can get those at the end of the presentation. That being said, I am going to share my screen. Do me a favor, I like participation, so type in the chat box if you can see my screen. You should see 2 screens, 2 windows. You should see one on the left. You should see an introduction of me. And then on the right, you should see the presentation, Intro to Easy Video Marketing. So just type yes in the chat to confirm that for me. All right, thank you. So here's what we're going to do. A little bit about me. My name is Jerome Lewis. I am from the Philadelphia area, and I specialize in digital marketing within the real estate industry. I got my start about 5 years ago as a real estate investor. I'm going to take you through me. So this over here, let me open it wide up for you. This is me. I am silly, but I am serious. Something else about me is I am a millennial. And the reason why I'm mentioning that millennial aspect is because a lot of people believe that you only have to be a millennial to be good at technology, or only millennials can be good at technology. And that's just absolutely not true. If you saw earlier today, I dropped Beth Ellen's video in the chat and she did an amazing video. She did some editing. She's better than I am with the video editing. So that's one thing. Technology, however, I do love technology, and that is my background. So I come from a background of IT, and I like to use that background to cut through the fluff and help you get to the bottom line. All right, so I know a lot of people are amazed when I tell them this, but I am an introvert. I am a stone cold introvert. So a lot of times people are like, Jerome, I want to talk to you. Let's get together and do things like that. I'm an introvert. So sometimes you might see me on a presentation and say, hey, please text me before you call me. Look, that human energy can be draining. So I'm an introvert. Just because I'm doing these presentations don't mean I'm an extrovert and I'm outgoing. I still need my me time, and I still need to charge up like introverts do. Next, I want to talk about, a lot of us know what DISC is because we're within EXP, but this is my DISC personality assessment. And you heard me mention something earlier before. I mentioned bottom line. So that's my personality. I like to help you get results. I get you results, and I'm very detailed. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay. And then just a little bit more about me. I am a family person. This is my family. I have 4 kids. And one thing I like to do, and the reason why I do some of these presentations and I teach and I show others is just because I like to give back. I'm trying to give back to other people. That being said, that's enough about me. We're going to get into the presentation, and we're going to do some easy video marketing. And remember, when I was doing the intro, I talked about making it easy and bottom line. Like, a lot of people ask about editing and fancying up this. What we're going to do today is we're going to produce a video. We're going to produce video content, and we can talk about editing and making our content fancier a little bit later. But the number one thing that we need to do is we need to have content. And I'm going to show you how to do that and get over those humps today. Okay. That being said, our intro. We're talking video marketing. So right here, this is a link, and I just want to open up this video. And this was kind of like a special video that I did for you here the EXP Senior Network. So I'm going to open up that video just so you can watch that video and get the message that's here in this video. So it's less than a minute. I want to let it play.
This message is specifically for my EXP Senior Network. I'm doing a presentation for you, and this is an example video of how you can do video. We overcomplicate things. Sean did an excellent presentation on, look, just whip that phone out and deliver your message, right? So you can see, like, you're probably paying attention to just me, the message, what I'm saying. You're probably not paying attention to my background. I'm holding the phone up. I don't have a fancy tripod. I'm not doing any fancy editing. I'm just delivering a message. So I wanted to create this quick example video of how to deliver a message for you so you can understand that all of that fancy editing and those things that we overcomplicate, that we put on our mind and we overcomplicate, none of those things really matter as much as the message. So when you're doing video content, the quality switches, and the quality switches over to the message, not the visual of the video.
Okay, so that was my quick video for you. That's an example video because I like to practice what I preach. I get out there and I do video. I'm actually creating this content like I practice what I preach. Okay, so intro to easy video marketing. What we're going to do today is we're going to do no fluff. That's me. That's my personality. No fluff. We're going to get to the bottom line. So that's what we're doing today. And I threw this little subtitle in there, get off your assets, because I thought it was cute. Like, we got to get out there and make those videos. Okay. So that's what we're going to do today. All right. So one of the struggles that we have within our industry and even our company, specifically within EXP, is we have an issue of that technology overload. So our objective today is to help you navigate and get through that overload of information that we see out there. How can I create videos and just do what I need to do? So we're going to get through that technology overload. Next, we're talking bottom line. You're going to hear me say that a lot. We're talking production over perfection. We don't need to be perfect to be out there creating this video content. We just need to create content. We can always go back and modify and change things a little bit later. So again, I'm telling you about my behavior type, I am production over perfection. It does not have to be perfect. We want you to produce, and we can always modify later. Nothing fancy. So we're not going to use any fancy equipment, any fancy tripods. We don't need any of that stuff. Our objective today is to actually create and produce some content. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're talking no to low cost. So everything that you learned today, with the exception of maybe having a smartphone, should be no to low cost. You can do all of this stuff. All of the content that you see by me, like my video content, it's no to low cost. It costs very little out of pocket. So that's one thing that I see agents and other professionals get caught up on. They want to buy all this equipment. They get out there, they buy the equipment, and they never get off the ground running. Another thing about me and my personality is I am efficient. So I like to make processes and systems, and I like to, again, get to that bottom line. So we're going to talk about some efficiency as well. Again, just to reiterate one final time, we are results driven. So we're going to get to the bottom line. Okay, so here's what we need to do. What do we need for bottom line video marketing? We're going to talk about some equipment and some things that we need, and you'll be surprised because we don't need much. So first thing we're going to need is we're going to need some hardware. And you can see this little icon over here. Simply all we need is a smartphone. That's the one thing that we need to actually create this content. So we need that smartphone. Next, what I'm going to do, and this is a suggestion, but it's only a light suggestion. It is not a necessity. The next thing that I'm going to recommend is a microphone. So the other piece of equipment that I recommend, and I likely recommend, is a microphone. And this here, you're going to see these little video icons across the presentation, but I want to open this up. This is another link, and this is going to explain why I suggest a microphone. You should be able to see the difference between using a microphone and not using a microphone. So let's open that up and let's play this video for you.
So another quick example message. I'm starting this video off again the same way I did the last one, but We're probably going to mention a microphone, and this is probably the only piece of equipment that I recommend. You can see it here. This is called a lavalier lapel microphone. However, you do not need it. So that first video that you watched was a video of me with no microphone. Just stay within distance of your phone and you will be fine, right? Now I'm going to plug it in so you can see the sound difference. Now the microphone is plugged in and the audio is probably a little bit better. But again, like I said, you don't absolutely need a lot of this equipment. You just need to deliver your message. Make sure you focus on delivering your message and you will get better with time. You can always improve your message. You can always improve the video, but you got to have the content. You got to get out there and start creating the content first.
So that was another quick video. That's my recommendation for the microphone. And again, like I said, you don't absolutely need it. However, it's a light suggestion. It's not necessary for you to create and produce video content. Next, we get common questions. What equipment should I get? What do I need? I want a tripod, lighting. These are the things that I say maybe, but not really. I am not an advocate for these things. However, there are some people that suggest these things. But what we're talking about today is we're talking about results. Bottom line, we want to get out there and produce. So those videos that you saw from me, I didn't use any of these things except for the microphone and one or two of those videos. So gimbal, the gimbal is the thing that you hold and it's kind of stabilizes your phone. I put stabilizer there, that's redundant. So they're kind of the same thing. A tripod is you essentially host or mount your phone on a tripod, and then the ring light. People always ask about lighting. These are suggestions because it can get very deep and you can need a ton of equipment. And these things can be expensive once you start to pay for these things. But these are a strong maybe, not really, especially if you want to produce and create content today. So those are not absolutely necessary. The only thing you need here is highlighted in green. That's the only thing you need is that smartphone. Next, we're going to talk about, here's an example. We're going to talk about hosting. And a good way to explain hosting is I am on a platform today, thanks to Heather, and she is hosting me. So in that same way, a platform needs to host our video content in a way. And there are two platforms that I often suggest, and that's YouTube. YouTube is free. So YouTube is a free platform that hosts your video. And then we have Vimeo. Vimeo is, they have some free plans, but they cost. And typically the difference between the two, like these are two of the most popular. The difference between these two is YouTube is free and it has a lot of advertising on it for you. So YouTube will suggest your videos and your content out to other people, whereas Vimeo will not. And Vimeo also provides your customer or your prospect with a more premium experience. So when you're creating video content, in most cases, like simply put, you're going to need some hosting, and YouTube and Vimeo are the two that I often suggest. Next hosting is like when you're on social media. So in a way, social media is a hosting platform itself. It's not the most ideal all the time, but it's great for you to host your video content on. You can host your video content on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, just about all of them. Next, we're going to talk about software. And this is probably one of the most common asked things. People always ask about software. And I like to counter their question with how much content that you create. Because people are asking about this software, these tools, they're asking about this stuff and they don't have any content. So in order to edit something, you need content to edit. I often suggest that you just get out there and create your content. And once you create that content, you can always come back and edit that thing. So even if the video is not perfect, guess what? You can go back, modify, and update it using editing software. So I have listed here, we have free, paid, cloud-based, and desktop. These are different versions of software. So free and paid, just like we talked about YouTube. YouTube is free, and they suggest your stuff out. So with different video editors, there are different video editors, and they will put advertising and watermarks on your content. You kind of get what you pay for the most part. Then you got some paid platforms, some paid video editors. Now, people ask me about video editors, and often when I'm teaching and I'm showcasing in the class, I will suggest those video editors. But today, I'm not going to suggest those video editors because we are talking about bottom line video content creation. We just want to create videos. We're not editing. We don't need to edit. We want to create that content first. And once we have enough content, then we will get out there, edit, modify, and fancy up our stuff. So to touch back on software, we have two different versions of software, right? We have cloud-based, and cloud-based essentially just means that software lives in a cloud somewhere. And desktop means it kind of stays on your system. So those are two versions of different softwares that are available. Most times, I like efficiency, so I often suggest cloud-based software for most people because you can access that software on your phone or your computer. Doesn't matter if you have a Mac or Windows PC. It doesn't matter. For the most part, everyone is going to have a streamlined and similar experience using cloud-based softwares. Desktop softwares are typically more powerful. However, you get customized experiences based on that desktop software, and it can be very confusing when transferring and exchanging projects. Next, I want to talk about storage. Same idea here is we have local storage where you can install the video files on your computer, on your device, whatever your local device is, you store it there. But video files are heavy in content, so they contain a lot of data. So typically, data runs out. Your storage will run out pretty quickly if you use local storage. Uh, Google Drive is a cloud-based storage solution. Vimeo as well, and YouTube. Each of those have cloud-based storage solutions, and that's often what I suggest if you're going to be doing a lot of moving, modifying, and sharing videos, that you use cloud-based storage. Something else I want to mention is like we're so used to and accustomed to sending data that we often forget that video, it has so much data, but the networks are very restricted on how they transfer that data. So sometimes we'll try to send a video file to someone with the assumption that that file is going to go right over, and it doesn't work that way. So in most cases, we need to share a link to a file, and that link is stored. So that file, that video file, it's stored on a server, and then that server provides you a link, and then you can share that link to your customer, your prospect, or whoever you're trying to share that video with. Okay, so now I want to talk about why video marketing. I want to share some things on why it's important to implement this video marketing into your business and your strategy. So why video marketing? I often get the question, and like I host the social media mastermind, and we're trying to find ways as agents and real estate entrepreneurs, even small business owners, like how do I stand out from everybody? There are so many of us out there. How do I stand out? What's the way that I do that? And I often suggest that you do video content. You stand out. No, because one, we just did a class earlier. Less than 10%, specifically in the real estate agency, specifically in the real estate space, like real estate agents, less than 10% of agents are doing video. So automatically you separate yourself. You become part of the 10% by implementing video marketing into your strategy. So that's one of the ways you stand out. And I highly recommend video. Uh, there is no other you. So I always say this, you're allowed to be you. And some people are going to like you and enjoy you and love you to death. And some people are not going to like you. But guess what? You're allowed to be you on video. You want to work with people that want to work with you. There are no other yous out there, and you can translate you as many times as you want using video marketing. Nothing is going to give your personality off better and more efficiently than video. You appear more human. So people get to know you, and I love our software here at EXP, but sometimes it can be hard to connect with people because we don't get to see their faces. And when you do video marketing, you connect more with people because you're doing that face-to-face and that human interaction. So think about your customers and your prospects as well. They want to see you and they want to connect with you, so you appear more human when you use video content. Video is, remember, I talked about efficiency. So the way I like to think about efficiency is we all know what prospecting is as real estate agents, real estate entrepreneurs, real estate investors. We know what prospecting is. And we can go door knocking or we can do a bunch of cold calls. And it's like, how much time would that take? How much time would that take if we just set down, we're going to do prospecting for 2 or 3 hours. It's very time intensive. However, when you take it to video marketing, it's not as time intensive. You see here, there's a point, it says intro and phone calls. Do you know how many times you have to introduce yourself to a person when you're calling them? So many times, over and over and over again. You got to make that intro. Hey, my name is Jerome. I'm with EXP Realty. I was just calling about this thing. All right. Well, with video marketing, you do it one time, you create a video, you do that intro one time, and you don't have to do it again. You do that intro one time, and that intro can be played hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of times. You can't do that in an hour or using phone calls or door knocking. So I appreciate the efficiency of video marketing. This is one of the reasons why I suggest video marketing. It is very efficient. It's very scalable. So some more points on video marketing. Like I teach a Facebook marketing class. And one of the things about Facebook marketing is just video marketing overall is when you start to use video marketing, you can determine how interested a prospect is in whatever it is that you're offering. So with a picture or a text-based post, you get an impression. You might get an impression and it might reach a specific audience member. However, video takes it deeper. So you still get that impression. And the cool thing is that you can add a thumbnail and still have that same impression from the image with a video. But it goes even deeper because once you have that impression, you can play a video. And guess what? These platforms can track the watch time on that video. So I always like to give the 60-second example. If I have a 60-second video and someone watches my video for 45 seconds, the platforms will report that person watching my video. So in a way, I can tell who's interested in what it is that I have to offer because of the percentage or the time that they are watching my video versus an image or a regular text-based post. I can't really tell because there's nothing to track. So with video marketing, it gives you better analytics. You can tell how interested someone is because you can track how much of your message or your video that they're watching. This was a statistic that I pulled directly from National Association of Realtors. I pulled two sources from here, and on my slide, you see there's a link down here. So this is a cool article that you can open up and read these statistics and verify. But about 85% of buyers and sellers prefer video. 85%. And guess how many agents are doing video? Okay, so all right, so look, it says about 15%. So we got some conflicting data here, but it says only about 15% of agents use video marketing. There's a huge discrepancy. So more of us got to get out there and create that video content. All right, so we're getting into some practicality. Like, what do I say? What do I do on my video? So your messaging, what you should say. What should I say? So we don't need to overcomplicate this, especially us here today. What we're trying to do is we're trying to create and produce content. So our objective is not to appear fancy, not to appear like the most professional person in the world. Our objective is to create video content, and we want to connect. So one of the things you can say is everybody knows their name. All you got to do is introduce yourself. It's very simple. Hi, everybody. My name is Jerome Lewis, and I am a real estate agent in the Philadelphia area. That's a basic intro that I can use. Something else that you can say is you can just greet people. This stuff doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to market every time you share video content. Ask your audience. What should I say? I don't know. Make a video and ask your audience what they want to hear about. Hey guys, my name is Jerome Lewis. I'm in the real estate industry. Let me know what you want to hear about in regards to the real estate industry. Is there anything particular that you care about within the real estate industry? Let me know, and let me know below. Comment below. All right, so, and this is a this is a link to a 5-day video marketing challenge. So we talked about getting that bottom line results. I take you through like 5 videos, 5 days where you can just get over that hump of doing video. And I take you through a very like specific process. First day is, who are you? What is your name? That's all you got to do in that video. Just everybody can make a video, say, hey, my name is Jerome Lewis. That's all you got to do. So that 5-day video challenge, if you get these slides, that's a link to that challenge so you can get over that hump of doing video content. What if I mess up? So you're going to look, we all mess up and we all make mistakes. And that's part of what makes us human. It's okay to mess up. So I share my mistake in the EXP Senior Network. I share those mistakes out and people appreciate and enjoy those mistakes. So it's okay to stutter and mess up. And what I'm going to do is I have, these are links. So remember, I mentioned a bunch of resources in here for you. These are links to anybody that collects these slides. This is a bonus. And I'm telling you, I mess up all of the time. All of the time. And I posted, there are 3 links here. I posted my mistakes, but I'm going to open up one. I think it's about 20 seconds maybe. And some of you that's already within the EXP Senior Network, you've already seen this mistake, but I'm going to open this up and just showcase the video because it's okay to make mistakes. It makes you human and nobody is judging us as harshly as we think they are. So let's open that up. And so you can see my mistake, my blooper. Those are my mistakes and my bloopers. When I post them to social media, it's my most engaging content. People appreciate that content a lot more than the other buttoned up and professional content.
This message is specifically for you. my EXP Senior Network. I am here and I'm making this video.
So my brain just stops. Sometimes my brains just stop. It's okay. I'm human. That's okay. And people like to connect with humans. So if you mess up, you make a mistake, that's okay. Brush it off. People appreciate the authenticity. Again, it does not have to be perfect. So this is just re-emphasizing it is okay to make mistakes. That makes you human. People want to connect with people who are like them. Again, mistakes are authentic and relatable. So I was reading a marketing book and I learned they share a statistic about there are two comic book companies. You got Marvel and then you got DC. And I'm not a huge comic book fan. However, the story is relatable. It's inspiring. And I forget who exactly, but whoever, like, I forget which, we got Marvel and then we got DC. And I believe DC blew past Marvel or vice versa. One of these companies blew past the other. Whoever has X-Men, they blew past the other company because of their mistakes. So people connect with the X-Men more than they connect with the superheroes. And the reason why they connect more is because all of the X-Men, they have flaws, they have mistakes. And that's the same thing with our videos and our video marketing. It's okay, it's relatable. We're humans, we connect on the emotional level. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I actually prefer that it's not perfect. Nobody, if you are, nobody wants to work with somebody that's perfect all the time. You have to be authentic, you have to be real, you have to be relatable. That's what's going to get you the most success. Yes, keep it professional. I don't want you going out there using profanity and messing up everything, but mistakes are real. People expect them. It's human. You will get better over time. You don't need to master everything in one day. Do one video and improve upon that video. Another video, improve upon that video. You will get better over time, but you got to get out there, start practicing and generating the content. Action is key. Your videos don't have to be perfect. I keep talking action, 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 action. We got to get out there and create those videos. So I'm also going to give us an opportunity to take action immediately on this call. Video use cases. So these are different use cases that I have for us. I'm going to share, this is a video link. I'm going to share this video so you can see I did this when Heather asked me, she said, could you do a video? I said, sure, I'll do a video. And I'm like, can I make an example video for the EXP Senior Network so they can see just how easy it can be to actually generate.
Why does everybody like to
video
use
content.
online marketing?
So this is a video that I created and I'm just role playing. I'm role playing as if I'm talking to a customer or prospect on social media or wherever it is that they're going to see this video. So it's about 2 minutes long. I'm going to play it and I want you to listen to this message.
Why does everybody like to use online marketing and use all these online strategies, right? And the reason why is because it's effective. Like online marketing, digital tech, all of those things, it can seem overwhelming. However, it is essential to completing a real estate transaction these days. You get a lot of, let's say you're selling a house, so you can get a lot of people to see your house if you post a video or you post a website or some media about that house that you're selling. Same thing if you're trying to buy a house, I can navigate and get you through and seeing houses a little bit better utilizing technology, right? So there's no getting away from technology, right? However, in a way, if you partner up with the right real estate professional, the right real estate agent, you can navigate those terrains without having to worry about it. Somebody like me that can guide you on the home buying process or the home selling process. You don't have to worry about the technology. I'll take care of all of that, right? So you what do I do? What are the next steps? Like for an example would be, you can click on this link and it'll take you to a website and you can I don't know what to do, it's confusing. Or you can click on this link and it'll take you straight to your phone. And all you got to do is touch the button and you'll call me directly. You'll interact with me or someone with my team directly if you touch this video once you're finished watching. So you can do it that way. Or what you can do is I'll have my phone number in this post. So you'll see my phone number around on the video somewhere. And all you have to do is write down my phone number and just dial me up. Give me a call. Okay, so I look forward to working with you. I am here to help you navigate the confusion of online and digital strategies. I'm here to help you the best way I can. So just reach out to me, give me a call. And if you can't find it around this video, I'll tell you what it is, right? Phone number is 484 324-8680. Just give me a call. I'm looking forward to talking to you. Bye-bye.
So that was another example video, and I did that pretty much the same day as Heather asked me. She's like, could you do a video? Could you do a presentation? I'm like, sure, I'll do a presentation. And since we're talking about video marketing, and since I like to lead by example, what better way than to, make a video? Another thing I like to do is explanation. So this is another video. We're going to do one more video. And this is me, I believe, explaining. What am I explaining in this video? I think you already saw that video. So let's do a tutorial. So one thing you can do is earlier today, I also I teach and I demonstrate how to use social media for your business. Another way is video doesn't have to be always about marketing. You can teach a client or showcase a client something using video marketing. So this is an example of a screen recording that I did earlier because Instagram, they release a new update and now you can post from your desktop. So I'm just going to play this. It's 50 seconds. I'm going to let you see this. And just imagine you and a customer or prospect. There's something confusing or something they don't understand on a computer or on technology. We're talking to, we're talking to the senior network. So, this could be very helpful for them to see this visual. They don't understand technology. They might be overwhelmed. We can send them video demonstrations and tutorials like this. So let's check out this video really quickly. It's really simple, nothing complicated about it. All I did was a screen record. So check it out. From your desktop, and it's pretty simple and pretty easy to use. Here on my screen, you see a bunch of icons up here. Instagram just added a new icon. All you got to do is click on that icon, right? Click on that icon and select the image or the video that you want to upload to Instagram. So in this instance, let's just say I want to use this video. This is actually a 7-minute video, so it's going to give me a prompt. There you go. There's the prompt. So post to IGTV, right? And you come in here, you put all your necessary information in there. You can also upload a thumbnail. You put a description in there. You can check out the preview, and then you would just simply post. So there you have it really quickly, how to post an Instagram, how to make an Instagram post via the desktop/computer. Thank you. So I love my videos. I love video content because it's so efficient. You deliver that message and you can let that message play over and over and over again in your business. We're business owners. We want to be efficient. So again, remember I mentioned you can teach and educate. There are different scenarios for you to use videos in. And one of them that often comes up is documents and contracts. Documents and contracts are confusing and overwhelming. If you could walk a customer or prospect through a document or a contract, that's very helpful. And then imagine if you could make it where it like just about every customer watches that video and understands how to walk through that contract, how to walk through that seller's disclosure, those types of documents and that information. Send that to your clients and your prospect. That's very helpful. And those are cases for you to use video content. Transaction updates, self-explanatory. You can use video content for that too. And again, education. Like today, this is an example. Essentially, we're doing a live video. I'm demonstrating and I'm showcasing how to use video in your business. That's another way you can present. You can do a webinar or some kind of educational thing for a customer or prospect. All right, so this is where, look, we get the opportunity to do some live video content, like how to start video marketing. I'm gonna take you through a way, look, how we can start today. And the best way to start video marketing today, ASAP, right now, immediately, is to go live. So pretty much pretty much all the platforms have a platform for you to go live. And the most popular of the live platforms right now is Facebook Live. And the most easiest is Facebook Live. So what do you need? What do you need to go live and start video immediately? You need the right mindset. You need the right mindset. You need a smartphone. And then you just need the platform. And in this case, it is Facebook. So how do I, all the questions that we ask, how do we go live? This is all we need. This basic stuff. The right mindset, that's important. We got to get over ourselves. We need that smartphone so we can press the buttons and go live. And then we need the platform. Workplace. So Facebook created Workplace, and in our instance, we can go live in Workplace too. And I want to encourage you to go live in Workplace because it's more closed off and get some practice. Tap into the EXP Senior Network, go live, talk about something, ask a question. You know, it's a lot of text-based content and we post a lot of images. You can go live in Workplace to ask people questions and do what you need to do. Hey, give me some feedback on my presentation. Did you like it? Yes or no? Go live. You can go live right in Workplace. If you're too scared to do it on Facebook, try it in Workplace. So this is just some screenshots on how you can go live. And look, you see my picture here. I'm very silly because it's human. People like to connect with humans. So I like to post goofy pictures and silly jokes. That's who I am. How to go live, self-explanatory. You need an account for Facebook or Workplace in this instance, and you log in, and when you log in, you get this interface here that you see. On most of our phones, it looks like this, and it could be white or black depending upon what you do. Typically, I like to select dark mode for my devices. So mine's is usually dark, but the button still looks the same. And all you got to do is hit that button. Once you hit that button, you get a screen showing more options. You can add locations, tag friends, film activity. That stuff, you don't have to worry about it, especially if you're trying to do some bottom line video marketing. All you need to do is go live. You can always add this stuff later. One thing I want to mention is orienting your phone. So if you're going to try to go live and then switch the orientation in your phone, make sure you switch the orientation first before you try to go live. That's how some people make the mistake of, hey, I'm going to start my video vertical, and then they try to switch it horizontal, and it throws the live orientation off. So make sure your phone is oriented the way you want to go live. I am honestly, I am a big fan and I'm a big proponent of horizontal video because it's a lot easier to edit and modify. However, some people like vertical video, and it's not really anything wrong with vertical video, so it's okay. Doesn't matter. Go live. Bottom line, video marketing. Just get out there and create and produce that content. Go live. One thing I want to mention is sometimes we believe that we are performing for an audience, and we are not. When we're producing video content, most scenarios, this is one-to-one communication. People are not gathering around watching our content together. Usually when they're watching our content, they're on the other side of the screen as an individual. They don't gather on the screen and say, hey, let's watch this content. It's one-to-one interaction. And the thing about live video, some people hop on, I'm going to wait until they go live for some people to jump on. Most of your views and most of your views and people watching your content is going to come after the fact. So don't do that I'm waiting for an audience thing, because you have to be mindful of your audience that's going to hop on later. They don't want that dead air and that dead space. So go live immediately, get right into your message. If somebody cares about, they're not going to wait. They'll watch that stuff later. So you get most of your views after the live goes away. So don't wait around for an audience. Deliver that message immediately. All right, so this is a scaredy cat, and I'm picking on us a little bit, but this is just a scaredy cat. I want to show you how you can, other ways you can do video marketing if you're like too scared to do live or whatever. So you see here, it says tips to get the jitters out. So jitters is, I don't know, a little corny saying I made for video jitters. One of the tips is think about close friends and family. That's one of the tips. You're not speaking to the public, you're talking to close friends and family. One of the things you can do with close friends and family too is send them one-to-one messages. Respond to a message, respond to a post with an individual message. Facebook comments. This was one thing that I used a lot to get over the fear of doing video. When people would post a question or they needed some feedback about something, I would just respond with a video comment. Really simple, and I think there's a limit of 15 seconds. You get out there, you create that video in the comment section, create that video, and it's gone. You can answer a question really easily. Pop in there and say, hey, hi Heather, it was good to see you today. That's it. You go. The point here is to get the jitters out. We don't want to overcomplicate it. We just got to get in that action of creating that video content. Answer questions. That's another one. Look, answer a question. You don't have to be an expert, but somebody asks a question, somebody wants to know something, create a video and answer that question. Remember I mentioned, like, if you get these slides, this is a document. Some people are like, I don't know, maybe I want to do all real estate content. I need content to post. That's a document, this top real estate content document. It's a document with tons of real estate subjects for you to touch on. Let's just open it up really quickly. so you can see what it's like. So it's like, what do I talk about? What do I address as a real estate professional? This is like, I taught this in the social media mastermind class, and I basically kept this document. But if you need something to talk about, like topics specific to real estate, you can use this document. So if you get those slides, you get, come in here, use this document. Is whatever your market is, a good investment? So in my case, it's Philadelphia. So I would just replace this with Philadelphia. But this is a document that you can have and use so you can answer and address specific real estate questions that people have around real estate. I don't know how many questions are in there, but it's a ton of content. So you should never be able to run out of content. And if we go back to the slide, I show you how you can make your own, how you can do your own. So you can have your own. So you have that one, and I'll show you how to create your own content document. All right, so this is people, we're still on what to say. And one of the best ways is, who are you? What do you have? Why should I listen to you, and how? Who, what, why, how is a script. It's a structure. It's a format that you can use to produce your video content. So who are you? You heard me talk about it earlier. Who are you? Everybody knows what their name is. And in most cases, who are you is only relevant to cold traffic. So you don't always even need to introduce yourself. What do you have? So what do you have? Why should I listen to your video? Tell me what it is. An example is real estate services. An example is a buyer's report, a seller's report. Those are examples of what you have. Why should I listen to you? Why should you listen to me? You should listen to me because I want to help you sell your home fast, or you should listen to me because I understand what it's like to move in Philadelphia and not have any guidance. These are reasons why you want to share these things to people. How can I get what it is that you're offering? So we can't always assume that people know how to get in touch with us. So you saw me when I did that first video, I mentioned my phone number 3 or 4 times, and I gave multiple ways for people to reach out to me. So let people know how they can get what it is that you're offering. Hey, just reach out to me, email me for this home buyer's report. Hey, message me on Facebook for this home buyer's guide. Whatever it is, tell them how they can get what it is that you're offering, how they can reach you. This is the reality of sharing videos. Look, it sounds harsh, but this is the truth. We got to get over ourselves. Nobody cares as much as we do. Get over yourself, get out there, create that video. This is a little slogan. I don't, it's not fair that Nike has the slogan, but this is something I say often when I'm talking about creating video content. You just got to do it. You just got to get out there and do it. And the more you do it, the better you will get. Nobody cares what you look like. They don't really care. They only care about the message. And the people that want to work with you, they will be drawn to you regardless of what you look like, as long as you stay professional. Be a professional. Nobody's paying attention to your appearance as much as you think they are. People care about the message. And again, I'm talking about like quality switches. So a lot of us like, oh, well, what about my lighting and what about the sound? That does not matter as much as your message. The quality switches from the visual and the fancy stuff. It switches over to the message. That's what matters the most, the message. All right, so we're coming up on the end, and we're going to open up for some questions. These are some frequently asked questions that I like to kind of tackle, and I kind of get frequently in these classes that I teach. People ask what to post, and you see in parentheses there's 80-20. So 80-20 is the Pareto principle. If you don't know what the Pareto principle is, just look it up on Google. But we like to use the 80-20 rule. 80%. So I'm referring to the amount of content. That means 80% what? 80% personal, right? So people want to know who we are. We got to be authentic, and we need to connect with people. And then we're talking 20% business. So we still got to let people know that we're in business. So that's what we need to post. 80% personal content, 20% business content. How often should you post? People say, oh, I don't want to post too much because I don't want people to get annoyed. We are business owners. We are marketers. The more we post, the better. You got to post often. Post often. Post as frequently as you can. Some people will only be able to post once a week. Some people might be able to post 3 times a week. Some people might only be able to post once a month. Whatever it is, post often. Tamara, we talked about batching. So batching really quickly is, some people believe like you don't got to get out there and create a video every day. What I do is every Tuesday, so today is one of my days, right? Every Tuesday, I sit down, I gather a strategy, and I create multiple videos on that day. And then That's called batching. 7 videos. So I'll create 7 videos on Tuesday, and then I send those 7 videos out throughout the week. That's batching. So I batch it first, and then I schedule it. You don't have to create videos every day. You can take one time, one setting, and create a bunch of content. How long should your videos be? The shorter, the better. However, your videos should be as long as they need to be. If your message takes 13 minutes, the video should be 13 minutes. If your message only takes 60 seconds, the video should only be 60 seconds. So videos need to be as long as they need to be. What about editing? Don't ask me about editing. If you want to get into editing, you get these slides, and we have a class, and we have some resources on how you can edit. Editing is not important. It's not as important as the content. So don't worry about editing, especially if you're trying to do some bottom line video marketing. Don't worry about the editing. Equipment, lighting, gimbals, we already talked about this stuff. This stuff is not as important as your message, as you creating that content, getting out there and delivering your message. What do I say? We already talked about this earlier. You just be authentic. You need to be yourself. And we're talking bottom line video marketing. It doesn't really matter what you say. Get out there and create those videos, because the important part is to take the action and get over that fear of creating those videos. Create those videos. Do it often. Do it often. How to get over the fear? We touched on it. You just got to do it. There's no way. I've been doing this for years now, and I've been trying to show people the only way that you're going to get over that fear of, feeling insecure or looking stupid, the only way you can do it is just do it. You just got to get out there and create that content. So my final comments: video marketing is one of the most effective forms of communication. It is highly efficient. That's why I'm in love with it. I can deliver my message multiple times with one video. Stop being afraid to implement it into your business. One of the instructors in EXP likes to say, if somebody paid you a few $1,000s to make a video, would you do it? Everybody says yes. Well, that's the same way we need to think about video content in our business. These videos are worth thousands, but you got to get out there and initiate the videos. Don't let perfection start you from progress. People need to hear your message. So when I say I'm talking about you specifically. There are people that want to hear from you. Yes, individually you, because of your background, because of your generation, because of your race, because of your creed, because of your religion. Don't be selfish and take that opportunity away from those people. Get out there and deliver your message. All right, so bonus, we talked about this before, but there are links and several resources in the slides. And if you want the slides, all I'm asking is that you leave me a Google review on how I did on the presentation, and I'll send them right over to you. So that's how you can get those slides if you want the slides. I appreciate everyone. Thank you. If you want to get in touch with me, these are several ways you can reach out to me. I'm available on social media. Text me, email me, visit my website. These are all different ways you can reach out to me. And I would like to thank everyone for coming today, and I would like to open it up for questions. Heather, I appreciate you so much. I'm ready for questions.
Jerome, thank you so much. Anybody can turn on their mic and just start asking Jerome some questions. I know 2 of your fans on here have been chit-chatting and helping us, especially with the gimbal, what type of gimbal. Sheila actually and Beth Ellen have been helping us. So they've answered a few questions, which is nice. But
oh, awesome.
I'm gonna open it up and let people start talking.
Let's do it.
Anyone? I feel like Bueller?
No questions. That means I did good, right? Blanca, why are you hiding behind your camera? You have a camera? We can't hear you.
I sometimes do that, but give me a sec. It should be showing my video now. Right there.
Hi.
I
The connection.
I think everybody should show in their video. This is a video marketing session. Everybody should be
Right.
showing their face.
Can you see like the instant connection that happens when you get to see people?
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you. But I wanted to ask you, Jerome, about audio, because for example, I just did a podcast and I did one podcast in how to buy a home, But when I send it to some people that I know, one of the guys replied and he said my volume was down, but when I came back to the place where I recorded it, I had the volume all the way up, and on my end, the sound was good, but on his end, he said the sound was very low.
Yeah, so I have an IT background, and sometimes it's nothing you can do about it. That's his fault, probably. It's probably his device, and it's probably nothing you can do about that. He probably had it turned down. It's so many issues that could be wrong with his device, and Sheila's here too. She understands. I would not worry about it. It's probably just his device. He probably didn't do something correctly.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure because, I was using one of those lab microphones, and I just thought maybe I didn't use it correctly.
Yeah, where's the podcast? Where did you send? Could you send it with the chat?
You know
send
what?
it with us.
Send it to you.
Yeah, send it in the chat.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat. Let me look for it right now.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Anybody else? Any questions?
Thank you.
While I'm here?
Yes, Jerome.
Hi. Hey, Diane.
Hi. I wanted to say thank you for a great presentation. And by the way, we have the same disc profile.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yes. I wanted to say, I didn't get your information, your contact. Could you put that screen back up before we close out, please?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And what are we supposed to do in order to get the slides?
Just leave me a Google review. I'll share a link after I take down this slide. So if anybody wants to get in touch, just screenshot this slide for me. And I'm going to share that link. So let's grab this. What happens if we click that and copy that? I'm gonna put this in the Zoom chat. Just leave me a review and I'll send them to you. All right, everybody got that? We all
Jerome,
good?
can you go back to the last page? I'm going to quickly screenshot it and just put it in the Zoom chat also.
This one here?
Yep, got it.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Okay, so I guess my frequently asked questions, I guess I did a good job on that.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you taking the time to come hang out with us on this Mastermind Tuesday. I look forward to having everybody here next week on Mastermind Tuesday when we host. Who are we hosting next week, Sheila?
Kelly Wheeler. Kelly Wheeler.
Kelly Wheeler. Sorry, Kelly Wheeler. And we're going to go talk about getting attorneys and finding attorneys. And then the following week after that, we're going to do Bill Gross, and we're going to talk probate and how to approach attorneys for probate, because probate happens to be a huge thing in our market. So we'll learn more about probate, the process. He's an amazing guy. He's pretty big here in Los Angeles on the probate process. So he'll be there too. Anything else? Anybody else have questions? Anybody? No? Hello? No? Okay, Jerome. See you later.
Heather, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me, and I look forward to coming back in the future.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerome, what's next Thursday? Advertise your class Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday. This Thursday, we're doing YouTube and video marketing. So if anybody's interested in the EXP world, check the calendar. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you there.
Thank you so much, Jerome. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and put that screenshot of Jerome's information on the EXP group on our Seniors Network website, so you guys can all see it there. So if you need anything, go ahead and Google review him so we can get all of those slides.
Yeah, get those slides. Let's do it. Thanks, you, everybody.
Jerome. I appreciate it.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.